Of all the natural disasters that pose a threat to the human race, none top the lingering devastation of the volcano. History and science have shown us that large volcanoes can cause death and great changes in human civilization from across the world, long after their eruption has taken place. In 1815, the Tambora volcano was preparing to erupt on the island of Sumbawa in Indonesia. Between April 5th and 10th, loud explosions could be heard over 1,200 miles away. Some mistook the eruption as the sound of cannon fire and sent out troops to protect the surrounding land and sea. Most had no idea that the largest volcanic eruption in recorded history was about to take place. The intensity and type of eruption is determined by the density of the magma. When magma is thin and runny, gases escape much easier and can lead to effusive eruptions, which involve slower lava flows which can persist for many years. However, if the magma is dense and sticky, it is harder for gases to escape, so pressure will begin building in the magma chamber. This can result in an explosive eruption. Scientists have devised a rating system known as the Volcanic Explosivity Index, which measures the power of eruptions based on how much volcanic material is thrown out, to what height, and how long the eruption lasts. The scale ranges from rankings of 0 to 8, with 0 representing non-explosive eruptions, and 8 representing colossal eruptions that could eject 240 cubic miles of ash and fragmented rock, and produce a cloud column that could reach heights of over 12 miles. The Tambora eruption of 1815 is considered a 7 on the Volcanic Explosivity Index. Pyroclastic flows consisting of ash, magma particles, and gases that reached over 1,300 degrees Fahrenheit cascaded from the mountain to the sea over 12 miles on all sides of the island. The actual eruption only lasted about 3 hours, but caused around 10,000 deaths and completely wiped out the village of Tambora. The volcano released about 36 cubic miles of ash and rock, as well as 60 megatons of sulfur. When the sulfur from Tambora mixes with water in the air, it creates sulfuric acid clouds which block out large amounts of sunlight. As a result, the global temperature dropped up to 5.5 degrees Fahrenheit, causing unpredictable weather effects such as temperatures reaching near 100 degrees and then plummeting to near freezing in a matter of hours. The sky was painted with red clouds and vibrant colors ranging from pink to purple. The sunrise and sunsets emitted a blood-red light. A red fog that dimmed the sunlight settled on the land, making sunspots on the sun visible to the naked eye. The persistent fog did not disperse in the wind or rain, and many ships were forced to stay in port due to the limited visibility, causing major issues with trading around the world. Heavy snowfall and frost persisted through the summer months of 1816, destroying most of the food crops in Asia, North America, and Europe. As famine takes hold, the livestock die in masses, and the people begin to follow soon after. Different types of illness spread, and the sulfur in the air causes lung infections. The monsoon season is altered, causing flooding in China and droughts in Africa. The widespread starvation forces thousands around the world to evacuate their homes in search of better lands. As the after effects of volcanic eruptions take their toll on the Earth, humanity begins to spiral into desperation. This desperation leads to a rise in crime rates as the foundations of civilization begin to crumble. The poor quality of the environment creates disease and helps it flourish, and without food and work, people begin to huddle up in major cities, which allows various illnesses to spread faster and further. None are safe from the rising death toll, and with military numbers dwindling, fewer left to protect the land from ensuing chaos. Many lose faith in their kings, and question if their hard times are the result of a punishment from God for their leaders' wrongdoings. Some experts believe that large volcanoes were the catalyst for revolutions throughout history. A weakened society could also fall prey to attacks from outside enemies. Although technology and science has helped us to better understand volcanoes, we still don't know enough about them to predict how or when they will erupt. On May 18, 1980, Mount St. Helens erupts. An earthquake causes the north side of the mountain to break away, creating the largest landslide ever recorded. The change in pressure causes the volcano to erupt out the side of the mountain, killing 57 people, including scientists who thought they were at a safe distance. Another major issue is evacuating people to a safe distance. With the Earth's population over 7 billion, major cities have grown in size and numbers. Today, around 70 large cities and 116 million people live dangerously close to active volcanoes. Out of the 116 million, 37 million are from Tokyo, Japan, which is in the shadow of Mount Fuji. If Fuji were to erupt, its ashes would destroy the entire infrastructure of Tokyo. More than 75% of volcanoes are located in the Pacific Ocean, in an area known as the Ring of Fire. Out of the 452 volcanoes in the Ring of Fire, 40 of them reside in Mexico. Densely populated cities, including Mexico City, are located near active volcanoes. Multiple evacuations and unreliable warnings have caused many people in these areas to ignore signs of volcanic eruption, and experts fear that many will not leave until it is too late. If a large eruption were to take place near a major city in today's times, the death toll could be in the millions. With communication and electricity shut off, people would go into a panic and jam the roads with vehicles, leaving many without an exit. Those traveling on foot may not be able to make it to a safe distance in time before the eruption took place. The loss of power would also affect security systems, leaving people and their possessions defenseless to crime. It's only a matter of time until the next colossal volcanic eruption takes place, and many question if we will be prepared, or possibly meet our ends.